Good evening and welcome back to Contest Speed AM2 here at Mexico. I am your host for this evening, Cam Tizzle, with my co-com, DK Nortec.
Yep.
And I am definitely excited for this race. We haven't ran this track this season, well, actually this game cycle actually. So I'm really excited to see how the drivers navigate this track, what kind of strategies we see here this evening. Are we going to see a race? Are we? Probably not, but it's possible. DK, you got any
I
thoughts?
hope so. I hope it's a good one. After last week, I wasn't here, but I heard about the debacle that was the glitches and everything of last week. Half points were rewarded for last week because of that for the guys. So, thoughts on the race, though? Hopefully, it's a good one. I think this track does put out some good league racing. Real life, not so much, but league racing, there's always a chance with the long straight and the DRS with it.
Right, and then let me make sure these standings are up to date for last week. Okay, the standings I'm currently looking at don't seem to be up to date.
Let me pull up some stuff.
Here we go. So, after last week's race with half points, Drag King didn't show up, so he is going to stay at 69 points. Bandu has overtaken him with 72 points, so Bandu is your new championship leader after Spain. So, Bandu, we got Drag King, Sarazzle, not close behind Drag King with 60 points, Fragley, the other Ferrari, with 56 points, Hysteria, 55 points, and then B-Boogie, Inception, IO, Red Arrow, and Heavy Chows. So actually isn't in here anymore, so that would be FTG that would be taking the 10th spot. That'll be your top 10 Drivers' Championships standings. And then as far as constructors go, we got Ferrari at 116 points, McLaren 90 points, Cash App Red Bull 69 points, Haas 66, Aston Martin 56, Mercedes 42, Red Bull 39, Williams 28, Kick 4, Alpine 0. Alright, I think that all that's sorted out of the way. We can focus on this qualifying.
Let's go.
Now, I don't know exactly what lap times we're going to be seeing here, so I don't know. I don't remember what like an AM1 or AM2 pole time would be like, so we'll see. See what things are like.
Well, just based off the bench. Oh my goodness, what was that?
You see that with FTG?
I caught
FTG.
that a little bit.
Who is that?
Caught the end of it.
Who's that Mercedes?
Who is that Mercedes? IO?
No,
C9. C9.
Wow,
C9.
that was a impeding if I've ever seen one.
Back to what I was saying, I'm going to look for these the faster guys just going off Hysteria's first lap right now, provisional P1 at a 15.008. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these guys gets down in the 14.9s.
You'll be surprised after only one
I would
lap.
not.
And
I would not be. I would not be surprised.
Oh, not be surprised. Okay.
Yeah, I would not.
I'm about to say, like, Major counts everybody out. I'm just gaining a 10.
No. I'm good. No, there be people down in the 14s. I'll say 14.8. 14.8.
I'm gonna go with 14. 14.5.
Okay.
I bet there's at least one that'll pull something out of the bag.
I think so.
At least get close.
It's a tricky track. It's a tricky track through the S's with the corner cutting rules and everything like that. So.
Gamer Cam, I think 13.9 is more like a AM1 time. I don't think we're gonna see that in AM2. To be honest with you, just based off these first laps, that's like a whole second.
Yep. Oh.
All right, so we got 14.8. Sarazzle.
Sarazzle,
yep, on the board
14.8. The
right,
Ferrari guys.
So who's on our lap here that I'm missing at the moment? I think everyone's mostly like ran their first laps.
Bandute's on one.
Yeah, Red Arrow's also on one. Red Arrow seems... Oh, he's down a 10th and a half, but we'll see if he collects it here in this third sector. Looks pretty good coming through the stadium section. Coming around the final corner, gets a little bit of a wobble, and he dives into the pits. We'll follow with Bandu, who is up a tenth and a half through the second sector. Or actually through the first. Now he's hitting the second sector split to 2/10.
Here comes another 14. Hopefully he's got a car in front of him. They stay out of the way, don't cause too much trouble.
Looks really good right there. He was able to cut the curb just perfectly. Didn't unsettle the car, but he still lost time somewhere. I don't know where he would have lost time. But it looked good. It did look good, though.
I was about to say that was probably the cleanest I've seen somebody do Sector 3 in Mexico.
Yeah, I'm amazed. I'm amazed that he didn't gain even like another 10th out of that third sector on top of what he already had. But, most guys are in the pits.
Yeah, Drag King's starting one. We'll go with Widget.
I think Widget actually just finished a lap. Yep, he just did. He improved 2/10 on his time. So you said Drag King?
Yep, Drag King just started one and heading down to turn one. A guy that's been really impressive in this short first half of the season after missing the first race. And he wasn't able to join the lobby last week, I heard, due to connection issues. But luckily, only half points were awarded. Didn't lose too much ground on everybody.
Right. I didn't know he actually had a connection issue though, so that's interesting to hear.
He said he wasn't in the chat earlier tonight. He said he wasn't able to join the race last week because of internet issues. Which we got a new host this week, so hopefully runs a little smoother.
Who's our new lobby host?
McRib.
McRib. Xbox? Okay. Alright. But Drag King is definitely up on his time right now. I didn't see the sector split in time, but I think I saw 6/10, unless I'm not blind.
He was 2/10 after Sector 1. This is going to be a great lap. 14-3. Nice.
I was going to say 14-2 earlier, so at least my bet hit with 14-5.
Yep.
But dang, pretty good lap right there.
Yeah, hold about what, 5/10? 5/10 faster?
Yeah, the rest of the boys are going to have their work cut out for them. Oh, don't worry, Pablo. I never trusted his Wi-Fi. I've seen the way that man lags out of just commentating.
Who was that?
Rob's boy.
And we tried it after the abrupt end of Heavy Chalice, but... Oh, no, Drag King just wrecked on his cooldown lap just watching.
On his cooldown lap?
Yeah, that was unfortunate. He was in the grass and gas spun out and hit the wall. Dang. So that's his qualifying over.
I mean, I think he's pretty set where he's at, to be honest.
Yeah. Definitely going to be starting on the front row.
Frankly, though, I believe, was up almost 3/10 through the first sector. Coming up to the second sector split now.
Yep.
We'll see what we got here. 7/10.
7/10. Really low on ERS, though.
That's going to put him up there with his teammate. Might even jump him.
Heading through the final quarter, heading to the line. It's going to be a 14. That's P1.
Oh,
provisional P1. Oh, what a lap.
No. Now Drag King is definitely just wishing he had another lap that he could take, but he is out. How's the other Ferrari doing? The other Ferrari... Didn't quite see, but... Let's see when he comes across the line.
Slow through the stadium section right there.
Yeah, looking at it. Slow. Yep, into the pits. Gonna go on board with Inceptions on a cooldown lap. Io's about to cross the line here, where he's up 5/10 through a sector split, and he's gonna get himself up to P7 with a 15-1. Oh, Red Arrow and B Boogie have tied. We got P9 and
In the game
P10
before.
tied up. Or P8 and P9.
Yep. The game recognizes it like in real life. Whoever does the lap first gets the position.
Yeah. I think that's how they do it nowadays, right? Even in like real life F1? Is that how
Yep,
it
real
works?
life F1 is if you tie, it is whoever did the lap first gets the higher position.
Gamer Cam, not excited for tomorrow. What do you mean? Are you talking to Pablo?
Uh,
He's talking to Pablo.
F1. Tomorrow is. I'm pretty sure tomorrow is the reveal of F1 25.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Hmm. We're going board with Red Arrow. He is up 3/10 through a second sector split. Coming across the final corner here, up to the line.
Going to be
Oh,
a
14.7?
good improvement. 14.7.
Alright.
Yep, good lap. P3
Wasn't
for Red
surprised.
Arrow.
We'll check out some of the bottom of the order here, see if we got any guys on the bottom making some big moves. There's plenty of time to game for the guys. I'd say about anyone in the 16s has a lot to gain.
For sure. I'm bored with a couple of them though.
Oh,
There's Seven Flames
dives on the
invalidated.
pits.
Yeah, McRib, he's on him. He's on one. He's 1/10 down though.
Sween, keep an eye on that. Sween's about to come across the line here. He's going to set a 16.8. Didn't keep it tight coming up to the line. That would have gained him a lot more time, but is what it is.
McRib's coming through. He was a 10th. He was a 10th up going through the sector 2 split. Coming through the final corner. Should improve. Did
It does
improve.
improve.
Does improve to P13. Doesn't quite break the 16-second barrier, but still an improvement.
We got Hypnotic. I think he's on a cooldown lap or something. I'm gonna pan away for a second. Let's see what Hysteria P4. I did not notice that. Pretty solid lap.
Put in the first lap of the session and then improved on it.
When you get a moment, can you do me a solid and check where he's at in the standings? Actually, never mind. I have it right here.
Okay.
Thought it would have closed out my phone. He is P5 in the standings. His best position of the season is third. He's came third in the race, so he's got himself a podium. And he's gonna dive into the pits here. Just hoping to see him instead of a blazer of a time, but guess we'll have to wait on that. Inception though, coming up to the final corner. Is he on a lap? No, another guy diving to the
No.
pits. Everyone I'm looking at just diving to the pits.
Teammate is B Boogie. B Boogie, he's on a lap,
Yeah,
showing some speed the last couple races I've seen.
Yeah, he had an alright run last week.
Yep.
Last week, he was looking pretty decent last week. I mean, it wasn't like top 5, but I think he was like P6. Still a good, solid performance.
Yeah, one of those guys. So far, I think the race of the season, Saudi Arabia. One of those guys that definitely could have won that race.
Oh, absolutely.
Strategy fell through.
Safety cars fell through, if I remember right.
Yes. Yep.
Him and his teammate both got pretty screwed over by that. But he is up 2/10 through a second sector split. He's going to be coming across the line here in a moment. Hopefully in the 14s.
It's going to be close.
He's going to jump Sarazzle.
Yep. P6.
Sarazzle's on a cooldown lap. Sarazzle might only have one more chance. Red Arrow, I believe, is on a lap. I'll keep an eye on him for a moment. Coming up to the first sector split. He's down 2/10. Hmm. Does he have it in him though? Is there time to gain he can get in the rest of these sectors?
I'm keeping an eye on Sarrazzle. He just started his last lap.
And we got Red Arrow coming across the second sector split. Is down 4 tenths. We're going to pan over to Sarrazzle. He, if I remember right, he is third or fourth in the Drivers' Championship.
Yep.
Third. Yeah, he is third. He's jumped 2 spots in last week, so definitely a lot riding on this race to keep himself in it. Championship leader Bandut is in P8 currently. We haven't watched Bandut tonight, but looks like he is on an outlap. He might get another run in. Looks like. Srazzle's just not quite enough time gained at the moment. He is down almost a tenth. It's all riding on the third sector. Comes around the final corner. Oh, almost hits the wall. But up to the line, doesn't keep it tight, and that is P7. We're going to rock on with our championship leader for the first time tonight, Bandut. He is on his last run of the evening. Up 2 tenths.
Pretty solid. Not using a whole lot of ERS too. You see a lot of guys using overtake down the entire straightaway, and he uses a lot of it. Bandit's coming up to the second split. Oh my god, up 6 tenths. 6 tenths. This could be a potential pole run.
As a sector split, it wouldn't be one quite yet. He still needs another tenth or two.
Yeah, it's gonna be close though. It's gonna be real close. Oh, jumps up to P3. Yep, with a 14.5. Yep.
Pretty solid run for him. So I think that it looks to be.
I think that's it.
Yeah, he's not a lap. Yeah, he's not.
Beige Rage is invalidated. C9. C9 will be the last guy. He's on one.
Around the final corner, final guy of the evening. He's going to set a 16.472, put himself in P17. So I believe that is our order for the evening. Up, Beige Rage going in. So we got Fragley P1, Drag King P2, Bandut P3, Inception P4, Red Arrow rounding up top 5, Hysteria, B-Boogie, Sarrazzle, Io, ASAP Waggy, Still Flat Top, Witch-J, McRib, FTG, Rob's Boy, Seventh Flame, C9 Wolf, Sweens, Beige Rage, and Hypnotic. That is your order this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Any thoughts, DK?
I think it's gonna be I think they're gonna put on a show. Pretty close, a little bit from P3 on deck.
It's a pretty spicy. It's pretty spicy, like top 3 though. Big championship contenders. 56 hundredths of a second though was a gap for pole between Fragley and Drag King. A very big field spread though, as far as like the top to bottom. But sorry, I mean we haven't really ran here this season. I don't think people really run this track too much, and it does kind of have like some tricky qualities about it. Like you got to cut the curbs right, and they can kind of like unsettle the car. So it's like you got to just kind of almost in a way either just hit it perfectly or you get lucky in a way that it doesn't like drop the rear a little bit on exit of some of the corners, but getting on the power. But I think the S's section, I think the big thing about that is just like when you first go into the S's, like people sometimes like it's just kind of like an awkward corner because you want to extend out wide, but you're kind of worried because it's like almost like an auto spin corner, or like that curb can like spin you, you can invalidate. So it's you really got to be very technical, at least entering the S's, in my opinion. Seems to be that way. But yeah. Do you have a top three prediction for this evening, DK? Who is your guy? Hello? Am I still live? I am live still. Sounds like you're fixing your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay, that's weird. Top three prediction. I'm gonna go. I gotta say, I think Drag King's potentially gonna pull it off. We didn't get to see his full potential in qualifying, so I think that's gonna be one to watch. And then I'm gonna say Ferrari 2-3, even though I really want that Ferrari 1-2.
Ferrari 2-3. Straddle's gonna have a long, not too far, I guess, but he's got enough spots to catch up where it's definitely gonna be a bit of work for him. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got 4, 5 red lights, and we are underway here at the Mexico Grand Prix. Frankly, looks like you got a good start on Drag King. Terrible camera angle. And we're coming up to here. We got Inception looking into the inside of Drag King. And Drag King looks to have beat him out on the run. We got a ghosted car that looks to be Io.
Oh, on Ghost right at the.
Oh,
we got some. We got some stuff
wings flying.
It was either wings or it was
work.
just the cars bouncing over the curbs. I noticed that in this game, you go over the curves, it just looks like stuff breaks apart.
Ooh, looked a little. Oh, this camera angle is beautiful. Oh, we got a spin in the back. That Seventh Flame looks to have gotten spun by one of the Kick Saubers.
The last day, that long race to go. 36 laps.
So, but as far as the rest of the grid, especially here at the top, all's clean. Everyone has their wings. We have survived the first lap.
Drag King's really, just noticed Fragley's using a lot of ERS already.
Strazzle's found himself up in P3 after lap 1.
Yep, I think he got that turn 1 at the start of the race.
Can you check his ERS levels? I wonder if he just burned like a bunch.
He is at 17%. So he has used a lot of ERS already. Yeah, Fragley's using a lot of it too to try to stay ahead of Drag King right here, but DRS is enabled, but they're not going to get it until the next go round.
It's such a long run into turn 1 that you really gotta like, use a little bit of battery just to stay ahead.
Yep. I think it's such a long run that I think like DRS, if you got the car set up right, DRS alone can get you the move.
Absolutely.
Pretty clean so far. We got Mercedes already in the back. Ooh, that C9's already back there.
And Drag King's looking to possibly make a move. He's going to hang it around the outside of Fragley into the stadium section. Strazzle's looking to see if he can take advantage
all
of this.
Over him too. Oh, there goes the bollard. I thought that was a wing.
And Fragley presumably is about to get eaten alive by DRS right here.
Yeah, could be eaten alive by both these guys potentially. Maybe.
He's holding it.
I underestimated it. Used a lot of ERS though to hold that. Already down to, he was down at 11% whenever he hit the brakes in turn 1.
Just gotta wonder if it's really that worth it to just burn it all like that.
Drag King's gonna get him right here though. Self-explanatory move.
We got a pretty nice little train going on here.
Yep. All the way back to Inception back there. Well, I guess Red Arrow, B Boogie's hanging along. And really the top 7, all within DRS range of each other. I think D Boogie's lost it now.
I say Hysteria, he's got a 2-second gap to beat Boogie, so that's pretty much where the start of our separation of the packs come in. But B Boogie, yeah, he's hanging on the DRS by a thread. He's going to need to burn a little bit of ERS just to stay with these guys. Because as soon as you lose it, you're gone. I mean, you're not going to get back in for a little bit. It's going to require some dudes to battle to get back in.
It's definitely an attractive battle, though. People get side by side at random places. Fragley's going back on Drag King, though. Is Sarrazzle going to follow him? Nope. Looked like it for a second from my camera angle. Oh, he's going to run into the back of Drag King a little bit.
I say that Cash App Red Bull has found himself in a Ferrari sandwich yet again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think this is what our theme's going to be for at least the next 7-8 laps until the tires really start to wear in. Speaking of tires, everybody's starting on the mediums. Everybody. Except one guy.
Who's that one?
C9. He was on the softs, but he's pitted onto those softs. So,
oh, okay.
Probably explains why he's back in the back. Yep.
As much of a good overtaken zone this final DRS zone of the lap can be, it's almost not even worth it just because of the long straight you got at the beginning of the next lap.
Yep.
Unless you're in the middle of the train.
It's always good to kind of like maybe feel it out in the early parts of the race to see if you can make those late race moves, because that is the last real overtaking opportunity of the last lap. Sarrazzle gets by Drag King. Oh, they're going to stay too wide through turn 1, 2, and 3.
Sarrazzle's going to play the more conservative move and hang back for a second. Battling, honestly, though, is really good for him in a sense. Just gets his teammate away, maybe allows him to be able to pick up DRS where Drag King might not. So you can almost use this in a way to tactically battle your way up to the front.
Yeah, we definitely need to play the team game a little bit.
Oh, they ain't playing the team game yet. I've spoken to them. They are not playing the team game, but
you sometimes got to.
in a way, in some way, yeah. But Bandut is about to get overtaken by Inception. It looks like Inception doesn't quite get it done, but Bandut had to run a little wide. I don't know if there was any contact. I wasn't quite able to see that. Sarrazzle runs into the back of Drag King. Red Arrow kind of loses touch just a tad. Had a little bit of a moment through the stadium section. Drag King almost lost DRS to Fragley.
Yeah, Drag King's using a lot of ERS now. So is Fragley. Sarrazzle's below 10%. Bandut's got the most out of this little pack right here.
Yeah,
60.
Yeah, Bandut doesn't really have too much incentive to use it right now. They're pretty much battling out right now. He's got to wait for your opportunity. Save your tires. Maybe use them more at the end of the stint.
Yep. That's what I would try to do. But whenever in AM2, everybody is foot to the floor, gas every lap of the race.
And battling too at this point in the race could also cause you to lose, touch with the train. Like it's really risky to get in those hard, wheel to wheel battles.
Red Arrow picks up 3 seconds. That's the last car in this little train, and I've noticed the train's kind of. Bandut's going to go down the inside of Sarrazzle. Yep.
And Inception's going to come back on the inside of Bandut.
What a move! I was on board with a little bit of contact.
Oh, Bandut come back again.
Yeah, this is not what you want to do though, because now look at the gap. Bandut's out of DRS range now.
Did he hit the detection zone? I don't know what the detection zone is.
He did get the detection zone, yep. But that's what battling right there can do. Is here comes Red Arrow too. Red Arrow might get. Is he going to send it? He's a little too far back. These camera angles are misleading me.
I think so far I've had some really good camera angles. I think this is probably the best camera angles we've had, at least on my end.
It's all right. I just like whenever where the straight is so long, it looks like people are like right behind each other. Whenever it just looks down it.
Yeah, that. But right here through this little section we're at with the like Bandu, that corner at the very beginning of the race, I had a really nice wide angle shot.
Oh yeah.
As Red Arrow's gonna go down the inside of Bandu into the S's. Oh,
Yep.
and Sarazzle. What's
Oh,
happened to
what
him?
happened to Serrazo?
We didn't
He's
catch
lost an
that.
end plate.
He's
Yep,
lost
I
an
just
input.
saw. Yep, that is not good here. Yeah, he's
Oh, he's gonna
he,
go wide. He's gonna need a pit now. He's gonna have to go into the
yeah.
hards. It's gonna really mess up his race and his strategy. But that's the point we're at. Oh, and we have a safety car.
Oh, that's gonna work in Serrazo's favor. That's
Yeah.
like perfect.
Who's the
He's
first
gonna
person? I
go.
thought he did.
Serrazo. Serrazo was the first person. Yep. But everybody's following.
And the safety car is gonna hold those guys behind. I think.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep. It caught him. Yep. It caught him.
Oh, that is crazy. I think Sarazzle might just like come out in first by the time this is all said and done. Oh no, but there's a hysteria
Yeah,
from the looks of it.
hysteria. Yeah. So Serrazo did have to change his wing.
And Hypnotic
So
actually stayed out, so there is going to be Hypnotic, Hysteria, Sarazzle, and maybe even some of the other guys in the back. Because wow, this has just screwed over everyone that didn't make it to the pit lane in time.
no, and they definitely. I'd say from Bandut back could have made it. It would have been really close.
Yeah,
But Bandut back could have made it. The two leaders were already through. But this
and,
actually helps Bandut as well because all that battling, he was already 2 seconds back
and
of Jackie.
yeah, for sure. Like they were definitely going to have to work their butt off to get back up there. So I mean, but if you're Fragly and Drag King, this is like a nightmare.
Oh, 100%. If you're anybody who didn't pit right there, that's gonna be difficult because now you got his hypnotic on back. Well, no, hypnotic stayed out, so hysteria back's gonna be on fresh tires.
But Hypnotic's, I don't think he's going to pit. I think he's staying out.
Yep.
But
It is going to be a stretch though, because tire wear here is kind of atrocious. So it is still going to be a little bit of a stretch to get these hards all the way to the end.
oh, we got some guys going too wide into the pit lane. Red Arrow and Inception were a little kind of going side by side for a moment. But I think another reason why maybe some of those guys weren't able to. Oh, we have some glitches going on. Anyways, while these glitches sort itself, what I was gonna say before I just got completely sidetracked. I wonder if also possibly like you said, Bandu and them could have made it in, but I wonder what the pit entry lines is like. Because you definitely can't cross them to enter the pits.
It would have been a safety car, yank the steering wheel to the right then kind of move thing.
Yeah.
But by then you don't have your thing set or anything. I think Hypno was AI right there. He was holding everybody up quite a bit.
Dude, what is this with AM2? Like, why do we keep having these issues? It's like, why do we keep having these issues?
I don't think this is a glitch issue. This is a drivers not doing what they're supposed to do issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, anyways, Fragley got beaten out by Drag King out of the pits. I don't know what Fragley did to have such a slow pit stop. I don't know if he just kind of mispressed the clutch, but he is behind Drag King in P8. Bandut P9, Red Arrow P10. And biggest winners of it all is, I'd say, Sarazzle and Hysteria.
Yep, definitely those two. Serrazo for sure because he had the accident or whatever happened to him.
Yeah, and he's P3, P4 in the championship, so this is huge for him. The rest of his rivals are down in P7, 8, and 9. Whitjay got himself a P5 right now. Happy to see that. ASAP Loggy does have the penalty, but I don't know how legit that is. Can you check and see if that was a speeding in pit lane, or was it maybe one of those glitch type penalties? Because I don't know exactly what happened. ASAP Loggy, because he has 10 seconds.
So ASAP Loggy was speeding. I did see that one.
Oh, okay. But isn't that a drive-thru?
No, speeding and going into the pits. was
Oh, yeah. That's not a drive through. You're right. You're right.
was a 10 second.
So that seems to be a legit penalty then.
Yep. ASAP's a legit penalty. Soul Flat Top has a 10-second time penalty for severe collision with red arrow. And McRib also has a 10-second for ignoring yellow flag. So,
I'm sure we'll see Stewart stuff about that later on, but Sweens also want to mention he is up 7 spots in P11. Witchay up 7, ASAP up 6, Hypnotic up 19 spots. The only guy on the medium tire. That's gonna create a jam if he doesn't come in soon. So I'm interested to see how this plays out.
it's going to be a little wild. Like I said, I think he was AI under safety car for a little minute. It just, with the way his car was driving, whenever everybody pit, he was kind of barely moving.
Kind of right now, too. It does kind of look a little weird even right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think he is. Is he in the lobby? Let me shoot him an invite really quick, just in case he's not. Yeah, I definitely still think he's AI right now. So something.
Yeah, something's up with it. Like the wheels, like really shaky.
Yeah.
It's very robotic for sure. And
yeah.
But anyways, looks like we are about to get back going, and we are off. Yeah, that's definitely an AI start. That's an AI start right there.
Yeah.
Sarazzle and Hysteria though, getting at it right away, wasting no time.
This is insane coming down this camera angle.
Oh my gosh, what is it? Yeah, this camera angle's horrible. But now we got a good one. Oh my gosh! Oh, I missed it. There was a little bit of 3 wide action through turn 2.
What has happened to Hip now?
Fragley and Drag King have just decided that they are not waiting for anybody. Bandu is still kind of stuck back there in P10. But Sarazzle ended up getting the better out of Hysteria through turn 1.
Now you got all these fast guys. Drag King and Fragley are making up good spots. Definitely. Ooh, Fragley had to cut that a lot. Fragley's got wing damage.
Oh, Fragley?
Oh. Yep, Fragley's got wing damage, missing his right end plate.
Oh, shoot. There was a big squabble in the turn 1, so it doesn't surprise me. But does Drag King have a full wing?
Drag King does, yeah. Drag King's good.
But he's even with the wing damage, he stayed ahead of his main rival at the moment. So as it stands now,
he's definitely gonna have the straight line speed now, though.
Oh yeah.
Less drag. Oh, he's gonna send it up on.
Yeah, it's definitely an AI move. That's definitely an AI car. Like you definitely want to send on those AI cars. So, like,
yep.
If it was a real person, he probably would have set that move.
Definitely gonna be some reports for that. Definitely not allowed to do that. Hopefully he didn't be like, "Oh, it's safety car. Let me go use the bathroom."
I wonder what it is. I really do wonder. But anyways, that is neither here nor there. They probably have a. I wonder if there's a red X, but that would ghost his car, wouldn't it?
It should. Yeah, it would.
Well, Fragley P4 with a broken wing and still flying. With JP3 at the moment, so I hope he holds on to this.
Got a lot of fast guys behind him though, and he's not going to have DRS to the guys front. Hysteria is not going to have DRS to Sarazzle either. So,
Bandu doesn't look to have any wing damage either, but he is still stuck back in P10. Drag King finally clearing what looks to be almost clearing the Alpine. There we go. Sarazzle has broken DRS to Hysteria.
Yep.
Little bumping going on in the back.
Red Arrow picks up another 3 second. That gives his total to 6.
Swings picks up a 3 second.
Yep.
Ooh, Drag King of Witchay. Oh, Fragley got by Witchay already.
Oh,
Feel bad for missing all that.
Yep. Witchay's lost 2 spots. as the two fastest guys are moving their way up. But now that Fragley doesn't have any DRS assistance or anything, is he gonna succumb right here to Drag King?
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, does Drag King do it? Got a great run out of that last little S turn, but he's gonna stay behind. Gonna play the DRS game, make him run a little wide.
Honestly, if I'm Fragley, I'm letting him buy right there just for this next upcoming DRS straight.
Yep.
If he really wants to make that move, go ahead, make that move.
Fragley's gonna have the less drag now. Yeah, Drag King can't do really much of anything.
All right, I stand corrected. I guess Fragley wants to hold that position. I guess. I expected a complete, dusting of Fragley right there. Oh, and Drag King runs a little wide. That has to be a warning for sure. One would assume, but is Drag King going to send it here into this corner? He looks like he is, and
Fragley's still there though.
Some good racing for both of them.
Drag King's going to send it around the outside. Runs a little bit wide again. And Fragley is holding his own with this wing damage.
If you're Fragley too, you're probably not going to be able to catch up too easily. So it is also, in a way, good to hold off Drag King as much as possible to get your teammate, at least get your teammate to win.
Yep.
Oh, and
Whitjay sent it on the inside.
And Red Arrow's going to send it on Whitjay now.
Get through. Yep.
Everything's working against Drag King right now.
Can't do anything.
That's going to put Drag King 7/10 back, so Fragley shouldn't really have to use ERS on this straight, so that's a lap he'll survive.
He'll survive. He's flashing, so he's definitely saving it. Hysteria, just want to note, Hysteria's pulled that gap down to about 0.8 to P1. And has a lot of battery to play with.
There's something going on in the back. We have a Sulfite top around. We have two very distinct packs, three distinct packs at the moment. We got the Sarazzle and Hysteria train, and then we have Drag King all the way down to ASAP Loggy, and then from Hypnotic down to C9 Wolf. But Drag King, though, less than 0.2. Fragley runs a little wide. He's got to watch that. Even though he has that wing damage, he still has to stay within track limits.
I think we might have a pass for the lead right here. Maybe. I don't know why Hysteria is not following Sarazzle. Oh, his Hysteria is going to get by Sarazzle right there, yep.
And then we got Drag King in the back, getting by Fragley. And Drag King's going to get another dose of DRS. We got some battling here in the midfield. We got Inception and Bandute going at it. Inception's going to get the better of Bandute for now. And it looks like IO and ASAP Loggy going to go side by side. Bandute sending the move. And he goes deep. I don't know if so.
Oh, God.
What's going on?
So Inception's around. Yeah, he doesn't have a wing.
I didn't quite see who caused what.
Oh, Bandute ran a little wide and tried to come back on the track, but Inception just kind of took the corner like no one was there.
I saw that, but what happened before? There was a car that already spun.
Oh, I did not see that. All I saw was that.
It's hard to tell. Pablo thinks Inception rammed into him, but I guess that's for us to look at later.
Definitely up to the stewards.
But you gotta feel bad for Inception though. Man's got some real nice pace. So we do have a car around the stadium section. I didn't quite catch which Mercedes that was. And Fragley's gonna make a move. Say Fragley has another dose of DRS. I don't think Drag King's necessarily able to come right back at him quite yet. But Sarrazzle
Oh,
and
Fragley picks up 3 seconds.
3 seconds. But Hysteria and Sarrazzle though, they're sitting pretty right now out in the front.
Yep. Definitely, field's spread out a lot now. All the battling dive bombs. Oh, red arrow on Drag King into that last corner before the stadium section. Yep. The fact that Fragley's been able to like keep up with these guys through the S sections and everything with the wing damage is very impressive.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was going to drop like a fly, but here he is.
Saw that top end speed. Less drag.
I wonder what kind of setup he was already running.
It felt like to me he's still definitely running a low, like really low downforce setup just because of even before he was able to hold off guys down the straight.
That is true. Makes him going around the S section even more impressive.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky track to get a good setup on, just because like you don't want like all the passing zones are straights, but then you got this really tricky S section that's got curbs that will kill you in 2.5 seconds.
Rob's boy has retired into the pit lane. I'm sure Fragley probably would have been excited potentially to see that another safety car.
Oh, I'm sure it's coming. Just with how these guys are racing.
I don't know. I mean, we're kind of spread out now.
It could happen. We're spread out, but like you got guys in the back doing crazy things. You never know. Yeah, Rod's boy calling it quits in the pits. His drag king is going to go back down the inside of Fragley. Doing a little kitten petter quote right there. Calling it quits in the pits.
Everything is kind of mostly chilled out for now. We got Witjay though. He's coming up to the back of Bandut's. Almost looked for a move on Bandut there, but thought better of it for now. As far as like championship implications go, oh, and Sarrazzle gets a 3-second penalty. This might be Hysteria's race to win at this point. What I was saying though is like our main like top 3, top 4 guys in the championship standings, or whatever, probably all want a safety car right now, except for Sarrazzle. If you're Sarrazzle, you probably don't want that, but you'll probably be content with P2.
Yeah. I think these guys might have to pit again. I think.
I think they'll be alright. It should be alright.
I mean, you're looking at like 30 or 20 laps. No, 30 laps. You're looking at 30 laps on the hards at Mexico. Mexico's a high tire wear track. I think it's going to be it's going to be cutting it close. But it's going to be interesting what these guys do. But like, I would definitely be pitting again, more than likely.
Pablo, if what you said comes true, that is definitely some straight up crash gate implicated evidence right there, calling for a specific driver on a specific lap.
Singapore 20, or what was that, 09? Singapore 09 vibes?
Yeah. I think Alonso ended up winning that race.
Alonso did win that race. Didn't that potentially cost somebody a championship, though?
I think so.
I forget who it was.
I think it was like Mark Webber. I don't know. It was some Brit or Australian. I can't remember. I honestly can't tell you. But yeah, Draking's still sitting behind Fragley there for now. Actually surprised he hasn't gotten by yet. But Draking is sitting pretty safe though between a bunch of guys with penalties.
Yeah. The Sarrazzle one ain't gonna help as of now. But as it stands, you're looking at P3 for Drag King.
Can you do me a solid and check and see how many warnings Draking has?
I can. He's got one, two.
He's got two.
Got two. Yeah, he's got two.
Well, he's gonna look for a move right here on Fragley. I think he's gonna clear him before the corner. He is.
Yep, and he's gonna get the DRS again. And has the ERS advantage as well.
Was that the move that's just going to allow Drag King to run off into the sunset, though, and work his way back
I hope
up?
so, but he is all over the place right now, like sliding the car around. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to like do anything with how he's sliding the car around.
I really want to see him get a 3-second penalty. I want to see him get a 3-second penalty, so everyone's even. It's like,
Yep.
But that's just my personal bias.
Yep. Everybody, Red Arrow is on 9 seconds, but everybody else around Drag King is on 3.
Sweens retired.
There's a retirement.
Oh,
That's
it's in the pits. It's in the pits.
Calling it quits in the pits.
I saw Sweens retired, and I immediately had to look and see where was that on track. I know Pablo was asking for him in particular. Pablo was being a dirty little dog, trying to wish unfaithful things on other people.
Yeah, Fragley's gonna go back at Drag King though, and all them two battlings kept Red Arrow in it, but Red Arrow does have 9 seconds of penalties. Hysteria is still leading. Everybody's just kind of swapping positions around right now.
I say that I can't believe this race could potentially come down to like an untimely safety car about who wins this race. I mean, hey, he still had to drive the whole track race, but
yep,
that was a major help to his race.
Yep. Sometimes that's Formula One, though.
Yeah, you definitely can't diminish it in that sense, but still. Ooh, Red Arrow looking to make a move on Drag King. Didn't quite make it happen.
Oh, it's only a VSC, but does anybody like pit right here? It's gonna be the question. Drag King, yep, Drag King is going to pit. That is a bold strategy move. Let's see what tires he goes on.
Van Duke going in.
Yep. Why is the game glitch now? Whenever these guys
No, it's ridiculous. They need to fix that, especially for the next game. But...
Oh, Hysteria picks up a speeding. Oh no! Hysteria gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car.
He does. They do have a big. They do have a big gap, but that's definitely not. That's not nice. That's not nice.
What you want to see. That's definitely going to drop him down to at least 5th place, maybe.
He might come out with still like a good spot. Yeah, he's definitely going to get passed by, say, Sarrazzle, Fragley, but I think he might be able to beat ASAP Woggy out. But then Red Arrow has those penalties.
Yeah, you got to serve it right here, though. I just unleashes Sarrazzle. Yeah, that's really going to help him, too, because he's got penalty as well.
But Drag King's on new mediums.
That's what I would have done.
So
But
we'll
does
see
he
how his
have
tires
time
do
to
for
like
him.
make those tires work? He's only got
Exactly.
10 laps to do it, to do
This
anything.
Hysteria come back out in P5 from the looks of it. Yep.
The good thing about Hysteria, though, if he can close these gaps up, everybody in front of him has penalties.
Right. That's true.
But also, he's still on the same tires, too, so it's not like he doesn't have any type of advantage.
And the rest of these guys are going to be on some pretty old hards.
Yep.
I think they'll survive, though. I'm confident they'll survive. But it's not going to be helping them out as far as the battle with the Drag King goes. Drag King has already almost gained a second on Widjay on this lap alone.
Just notice his quick shout out. He does have a 10-second time penalty, but ASAP Loggy up in P4 right now.
Yeah, Drag King's
What's it
flying.
gonna be?
He
Yep.
is. I think he actually might be able to kind of get back to where he was. With maybe the exception of Fragley, I think he should be able to clear all the cars that are immediately in front of him.
Oh, it's in the pits.
IO.
Calling it quits in the pits.
Oh, we didn't play the Mexican like flute version of this of the F1 theme.
Here, I'll do it at the end.
Pablo, quit wishing, death on others. We want the mariachi F1 theme. Yes, we do. Electric entree.
Yep. I'll hit it up after the race.
But Hysteria, though, on the back of ASAP Loggy right now. Hysteria definitely, he needs this. He needs this bad.
Hysteria needs all he can get. Drag King got past Widjay and is already almost 2 seconds. Not 2.5 seconds.
Hysteria and Drag King might be able to almost work together to bring each other back up to the front.
Oh, is that a retirement? Oh, it's just a spin.
Here, I'll throw up the interval to the leaders. Yeah, Drag King is 19 seconds off the lead in
Oh,
Hysteria.
Hysteria! Yeah, oh, Hysteria just about lost it. That's gonna let Drag King go through. I think that is not. I know we talked about Hysteria possibly coming up, but he is on those same old tires as everybody. Oh, he's just gonna rock it past Drag King. Well, there went that.
Drag King is gonna have to do it legit.
But if these two start fighting, that is not good for either one of them.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, I don't think Hysteria really cares at this point. I'd be furious after getting the drive through, but what you said is definitely correct, though. Drag King, I think he actually might be able to hang this around the outside. He's going to choose not.
Oh, Hysteria ran a way wide. That cost both of them a lot of time. Drag King's going to get through and have the DRS down this little short chute.
While I got the penalties pulled up, though, that is legit 10 seconds from ASAP Loggy, for those that might be curious. He did speed in the pit lane for that one.
Oh, and now he's got 13. So,
Oh, yeah.
We just picked up a time penalty for track limits. Drag King has used all of his DRS. He's going 184 down the straight compared to Hysteria's 200 down the straight.
That's crazy. It's that big a difference.
Yep, no DRS, no ERS, 20-mile-an-hour difference.
Mile an hour because this is AM.
Yeah, we're America.
Ooh, Drag King. It's a little squirrely on one of the exits. I don't know what corner that is, but yeah. And I want to quickly announce real quick that Cosbets is now live. We got a quick and dirty Cosbet right now.
Quick and dirty Cosmet does this.
Oh!
Oh, ASAP! What was that? What just happened?
I don't know. I had the worst camera angle ever, but Drag King has lost
I
more than just an end plate.
I just switched over to Drag King and he's careening into the back of ASAP.
I was watching him, but it was like I had a side view.
That
And
is
ASAP's in the.
unfortunate.
Who's that
That's
going to
gonna
the
be
pits?
that should be a penalty on ASAP right there because he definitely crossed the pit entry line, then came back.
Man,
Oh no.
that's great for hysteria though. Oh my
That's
gosh.
great for hysteria, but you gotta feel. I don't even know what happened.
I feel like I wonder if he like had a moment and like slowed up, or maybe he just wanted to let the guys by him. I don't know. I don't know what
I
happened, but
think,
whatever it was, he was
judging how
planted
he
in the
came
middle of
out
the
of the
racing
final,
line.
judging how he came out of the final corner, definitely probably had a moment. Like I said, these hard tires they got to be screaming right now. Because it's like I said, if there's anything I remember about this track is that it is terrible with tire wear.
Right.
I'm honestly surprised the game didn't give Drag King a penalty. Oh, ASAP's gonna. Oh my gosh, ASAP, what are you doing, brother?
Take it to the pits.
Oh,
Retire the car.
yeah.
Black flag.
I
Black
don't know
flag.
I don't know if you saw that.
I saw that. I kind of. I
Yeah,
saw enough.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
But on another note, we do have that Ferrari one too. You talked about.
There's the Ferrari one too. I didn't want to say anything, but thanks, you said it. Now it probably ain't happening.
Was you gotta wonder? Did he really break that late, or was he trying to kill Drag King?
I I don't know. Like he doesn't have an end plate now. Drag King's
I
missing his entire wing just about.
I don't think I've ever seen a car break that late, that far back from somebody.
Well, I mean, I've done it only mainly because my foot slipped off my brake pedal one time on a safety car restart at Monza. So, yeah, I've definitely careened into some people before accidentally.
Pablo, I am not smelling what you're smelling. I don't think we're smelling a Bandit P5, to be honest with you.
Bandit P5. Bandit does have some penalties himself. 3 seconds. ASAP's got 16 now. Red Arrow's up there in P3 with 12. Hysteria could finish on the podium still.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think he will actually.
Yeah, he's only 5 seconds back
At this point.
from Red Arrow, yeah. So many penalties.
I wish Drag King was on PlayStation, because regardless of where he finishes, I was probably gonna just try to invite him anyways, because I want to know. I want to know what happened.
I wonder why he's thinking too whenever ASAP just slams it down the inside and about wrecks himself. The fact that ASAP is racing this hard though blows my mind. Oh my gosh, they're still on top of each other. I'm just gonna watch the rest of the race.
Yeah, this is something's gonna give.
Something's got to give. Oh my god!
Why? Why send it?
Oh, here comes Witchy.
Witchy, yeah, Witchy. Get in there, get in there, Witchy.
Gonna sit him. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we need. I wish I had Twitch open. I would have clipped half of this stuff. Yeah, all this Bandit though. All this fighting is helping Bandit though. But I don't think he's still gonna get P5. I really don't think he's gonna get it. Sorry.
I don't think he can. He's got penalties. And everybody in front of him does not have penalties. So
I think he might get P6. I still think Drag King has a good opportunity of being able to keep Bandu by. Even though there's 4 laps left, Bandu still has to make moves, not get wrecked.
Well, he made one right there on Whitjay.
Oh, Whitjay's coming right back at him. Good racing from Whitjay and Bandu right there, though.
Yeah.
And Whitjay's going to have the inside line into this corner. He's going to hold it. And Bandu gets a little squirrely.
Drag King is really struggling though. B Boogie's gonna get him right here. Oh, B Boogie backs out of it. He knows that long straight's coming. But Drag King missing as much of a wing as he is, he's got to have the top end speed.
B Boogie though, we haven't had too much from him this race, but he did get him in Inception. If you remember, got pretty shafted by that safety car we had lap 7, I believe it was. But good to see that he's at least going to get potentially P5 out of it.
Yep. I will say too, we didn't catch this, or I didn't catch it till just now. B Boogie and Bandu also pit during that VSC. They're on the same lap old tires the Drag King was on.
Interesting. Interesting. I think B Boogie might have this. I think, yeah, I don't think Bandu's going to be able to pass B Boogie and break 3 seconds.
I mean, no, I don't think so. With 2 laps, coming up to 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go technically. He's got to get around. Oh, he sends it in deep, really deep on Drag King right there.
At least he didn't hit the wall.
A lot of people have like really outbraked themselves into that corner today.
People are being very aggressive in that corner. I don't understand it. I mean, you got this whole straightaway right here to just cruise on by someone and not really lose a lot of time.
But if you look at it though, that's the problem though. It's kind of been the problem with like everybody trying to get Drag King and Fragley all race. You can't really, even with DRS, you can't really do anything down that straight with him.
You should be able to get Drag King though, and like get right up on him in literally every other part of the track for the most part. That's the part that confuses me. I'm confused with how Drag King is able to like stay ahead in these corners.
He's definitely struggling. I just think there's just no room to pass, and if you go offline, like there's really nowhere to go right here. Drag King just sits in the middle of the track. There's really nowhere to go. Bandu! No, he's out! Oh no! Oh
man,
no,
the McLaren,
man.
This tire's gone and glitching.
Oh no! That's our championship leader too.
It's the only other battle we got on track. We got Whitjay and ASAP Loggy.
Oh, Bandu. Rip to the Bandu fan club in the chat.
Yeah, I'm blaming Pablo on this one 100%. He was wishing like death on drivers all race just for Bandu to be able to get a good finish. And look where that gets you.
Yep.
I was cooking so hard the stove caught fire. But Hysteria though, he's on the back of a Red Arrow. Did not realize that he got that close.
Yep, he's gonna pass him too.
Oh, apparently that cooking quote was apparently Bandu's quote.
Oh.
But Hysteria is by Red Arrow.
Yep. Just gonna throw this out there. Driver of the day, I think, has got to be Hysteria.
Absolutely.
Right now. As of right now, he's got one lap to go. Led a
Oh,
lot of this race. Got lucky a little bit with that safety car, but led a lot of the race. Could have won it, and just unfortunately got a drive through. But
I mean,
he's brought it back up to P3.
can you unplug your mic and plug it back in?
Oh, I need a new mic.
All right, but get that mariachi ready. But Sarrazzle, I think actually could be my driver of the day, just because he's gained 7 spots and gonna get the win.
Yep. Get that
Props to
Ferrari
Sarrazzle, though.
1-2.
We'll follow on board with him for a moment through the final few corners. And D gonna get that Ferrari 1-2 as he comes across the line. And Sarrazzle is your winner at Mexico. Followed by Fragley coming around the final corner here. Hysteria is going to
Ignore
be
the ad.
P3 provisionally. All this provisionally. I have no idea what penalties are going to look like for anything. Red Arrow coming across the line of P4 with penalties yet to be considered. B Boogie going to jump Red Arrow, going to get P4. Drag King is going to jump Red Arrow still and get P5. Witjay is going to jump Red Arrow and get P6. Dang. I think we still got some drivers yet to come across the line. Inception, he spun out in the final corner. So he's just not going to be able to take advantage of being able to get by ASAP. But he's going to come across P9. We got McRib coming around. Looks like he's going to finish P10. Oh, C9 Wolf actually might be able to jump him for the final points position. That was a 10 seconds unserved. C9 Wolf's going to come across the line. Yes, he is. But man, that was a crazy race, though. The game voted Hypnotic as driver of the day. I didn't see how many spots he gained. I'm sure Sarrazzle is going to be happy holding that trophy tonight, bringing that trophy home to the wife.
I hope you can hear the song.
I can hear.
Okay.
We got the two Ferrari drivers and the Aston Martin popping champagne together, celebrating. But we're going to go take a look here at the final standings here tonight. We had Sarrazzle, your winner this evening, followed by Fragley, Hysteria, B Boogie, Drag King followed rounding out the top 5, followed by Witjay, Red Arrow, ASAP Loggy, Inception, C9 Wolf rounding out top 10, McRib, Soul Flat Top, Hypnotic, 7th Flame, Bandute went all the way down to P15 with that. And our non-finishers are IO, Swings, Rob's Boy, and Beidrage. Man. Definitely not how I
race.
expected things to go. But B Boogie, yeah, I'm
Definitely
happy
not.
for him P4.
B Boogie definitely putting driver of the day to Hysteria, but that Ferrari 1-2.
Right?
Finally got it.
And,
Finally got it. I can quit predicting it now.
Let's see if I can get potentially B Boogie in here. Can I not pull up his profile? I don't think I have him added on
B
PlayStation.
Boogie is not on PlayStation.
Oh, EA. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
I always mistake the icons.
It's only going to be the Ferrari boys.
I always look for the little white circle and forget that EA is also like that. But yeah, let me get these guys in here. I'm gonna go to showroom real quick. Have the Ferraris pulled up. I forget where it's at actually. Isn't it here? Yeah, we'll just go with we'll go with this. Why not? Nice little backdrop for this interview. Isn't there a showroom somewhere in here though?
There is.
Can you help me find it?
Yeah, hold on. You gotta go to F1 World.
Hmm.
and then it's at the bottom showroom,
Where is F1 World?
all the way, all the way
Is
to
it
the
multiplayer?
back. No, it's just go all the way to the main menu.
Yeah, I'm at the main menu. Oh,
All
I
right,
see.
F1
I see.
World. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ah, there we go. I want to start doing this more. But let's see. We have Fragley join. I don't think Saraz joined yet. Did he join? He did. All right, cool. We get everybody. Alrighty. Well, Sarazzle started pretty far back, and you have found yourself in P1 for the looks of a very very fortunate safety car. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it was a great race. At the start, I was back there, and I knew I just had to catch up, so I burned a lot of DRS on that first. A little straight at the start of the race, but I ended up getting back to P3, and yeah, I kind of almost put myself in the wall. I destroyed my wing, and safety car came out at the most perfect time. And then, yeah, I was fortunate throughout the rest of the race. I mean, kept up, and then it was hysteria. You got the DT, and the race was just cruising after that.
But we finally got ourselves the Ferrari 1-2.
Yes.
I know, finally. And I got my second win in a row. And I can call this the first real win. It wasn't a glitch lobby.
Yeah, nothing is gonna be questioned about this one. There's no half points. Half the lobby was glitched. That it is legit. You won this one finally,
I'll take it, I might.
and congratulations on that. DK, do you have any questions for Cerezo?
What happened? What happened where you lost your wing?
Honestly, I don't even know. I think I just came out of the corner and I was on the gas too much. My car just straight to the wall. There was nothing I could do, and I just bounced off, had the red wing. I was thankful I didn't take my tire off, and just, yeah,
Yeah.
hit it. And just the safety car could not have been more perfect.
Yep. We
Yeah,
didn't.
so
I didn't get to catch that, but I was like, oh, oh. But then I was like, safety
Right, when
car.
you finally saw it.
I
Yep.
say
We caught the end of it.
some other people are not quite as lucky though to say that they didn't lose their tire. Banduch, one of your championship leader before this race, he crashed out. If you didn't realize.
I did see that at the very end, so that's huge for me and Fragler.
Absolutely, absolutely. But, if no one else has anything to say regarding Fragley's P1, we will be moving, or around Sarazzle, we're going to move on to Fragley for P2. Fragley, you had a really good start to the race. You and Drag King were, pretty much just chilling, I'd say, in the very first stint, and then that safety car came out and just completely screwed you guys over. But you worked your way back up to the top. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate with that safety car. Just watching everybody go into the pits right when it got called, and I was still passing it basically. I was like, oh, fortunate, but I was able to find my way back up to P2. It was a fun race. Everybody was clean, fun, really, really intense racing. So props to everybody else for making that fun.
Good to hear. Good to hear. And DK, do you have any thoughts? Well, questions?
uh, what were your thoughts whenever the safety car came out? Because you were leading at the time, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Could did
I truly think that caused I felt like I could have won that race if we didn't have that safety car at that moment. But it was nice to get back up, and I was just hoping to maybe catch up to Zach at some point. Rough. But we're ahead.
did did
We
you guys
know.
have the opportunity to pit up at the front? We were talking about it a little bit.
During the virtual safety car?
No, during the whenever the safety car came out.
The first one.
Yeah, I still pitted. And I think that took me back to.
Well, I'm talking about like whenever it came out. Were you guys like already past the pits? Because we were
Oh
talking
yeah, I
about it a
was
little
way
bit.
past the pits.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not crazy though that you're right there past the pits, but the safety car still beats you out. Usually, kind of takes a second to kind of mosey its way out there in some pit lanes.
No, that was a fast one when I felt like it popped up and I was already probably halfway
Dang.
I think it's really where it's positioned in the pit. Some track it's at the start of the pit lane. Some tracks it's like at the end.
Especially with like this one or whatever, because like you say it was Brazil or whatever, it would have taken a long time to come out. Would have had to
Yeah.
navigate its way through pit exit, and you get a lot more time. But yeah, here it's just instant. Boom, there it is.
Yeah, I felt like by the time I was behind it, people are already like done with their pit stop coming out. With if they were right behind, I was like not really too excited about it, but still a fun race.
So I'm glad you guys had fun. Glad you guys got that P1, P2 finish for Ferrari. But if I can't speak. Anyone have anything else to say?
Nope.
All
Congrats
right,
on
no
your
one else has.
P1, P1, P2, 1, 2. Um, I can quit saying that now and every week.
Well, anyways, that was going to wrap up things here. Tomorrow we have AM1 here at 9 p.m. Eastern, also at Mexico. And then if you want to tune into any of the EU races, that is 9 p.m. UK timeout. Is it GMT? I think it's GMT. 9 p.m. GMT. And that'll be, I think, EU1, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yes.
yeah, tune in tomorrow for both of those races if you have time for it. And I think that's all we got for you this evening. All right, everyone, have a great night.